Welcome back. You're watching Talk Money. Our mutual fund guest for today is Hemant Rustagi, CEO of Wiseinvest Advisors. Morning, Hemant. Thanks for joining us. First up, Tanya calls in from Mumbai. Hi, Tanya. What's your question?
Hi, I actually wanted to start investing and I want to put in money in a mutual fund thing for 5 years. And my yearly investment would be around 40,000 rupees.
Right.
So can you suggest some good plans or where I can put my money?
Right. Hemant, what is your advice for Tanya? She's looking at 40,000 rupees of annual investments. I'm guessing she can do that through an SIP. 5 years time horizon, what are the best options available to her?
Well, assuming that Tanya wants to invest, through SIP, that's on a monthly basis, she can consider for a time horizon of 5 years, maybe a combination of an equity-oriented balanced fund and a pure large-cap fund. Now, an equity-oriented balanced fund basically is a fund which typically invests around 65 to 70% money in equity, and the rest is invested in debt. And a pure large-cap fund, as the name suggests, invests only in the pure large-cap companies. The two funds that Tanya can consider here is one is HDFC Balanced Fund, that is in the balanced fund category. And in the pure large-cap fund category, I would recommend DSP BlackRock Top 100. Now, this is a fund, basically invests in companies selected out of top 100 company in terms of market cap. So these are two quality funds. Tanya can consider investing this. 5 years is a good time horizon, I would say reasonable time horizon, Tanya, but if you can extend the time horizon, you can actually get the best results out of equity investment as well as power of compounding, because both these actually give you the best result if you give it a slightly longer time. And if you're not very comfortable with investing such high proportion in equity, then another combination for you could be a combination of an equity-oriented balanced fund, which is HDFC Balanced Fund. You can invest maybe at 1,000 rupees there. And the other one could be a debt-oriented hybrid fund. Now, in this fund, around 80% money is invested in debt and the 20% money is invested in equity. There you can consider either HDFC MIP or Reliance MIP, a combination of these two. So depending on how much risk you would like to take on your investment, you can choose one of these options.
Next up, we've got an email coming in from Hiren Mehta, who writes in from Baroda. He currently invests 3,000 in Reliance Tax Saver Fund and Axis Long Term Equity Fund. He wants to invest an additional 5,000 in a tax-saving mutual fund. What mutual fund would you suggest, Hemant?
So, he already has two ELSS funds in the portfolio. I don't think he needs to really add one more here. Out of the two, I would say that he can invest additional money in Reliance Tax Saver. The other fund, Axis, is not doing that well. So, if he has to choose one out of the existing fund, like I said, he can go ahead and invest in Reliance Tax Saver.
Well, next up, we've got another email coming in from Saurabh Kamath. He's 37, writes in from Bangalore. And he wants to invest 20,000 rupees of a lump sum investment. He's looking to make that investment for about 3 years. Which mutual fund is the best option, Hemant, for him?
Well, I think there are two important considerations here. One is a time horizon of 3 years and the fact that he wants to invest money as a lump sum. Because it's a lump sum money available and the money can be invested for the entire time horizon of 3 years, maybe he can opt for an equity-oriented balanced fund, which we just talked about, HDFC Balanced Fund. But my recommendation would be that instead of investing the entire money as a lump sum, maybe half of it can be invested as lump sum and the balance 50% can be invested through a systematic transfer plan, which is akin to systematic investment plan. In this, the money is invested in an ultra short-term fund of the mutual fund, and then as per the standing instruction, every month a part of the money is invested in the balanced fund. So I think with this, a combination of lump sum and systematic investment will be an ideal option here.
Right. Thanks a ton, Hemant. I wish we could chat with you longer and take up a lot more queries, but unfortunately we're running out of time. The markets have actually pulled back a little bit. So the Nifty is about that 5,200 mark, 52.24 now. So it's a bit of a recovery that you've seen in the last couple of minutes. The breadth's also improved. Sectorally as well, things are looking a lot better. Well, that's all the time we have on this edition of Talk Money. Thanks for watching.